News, life, and beyond. Still here, still repping it. No politics, but we out to get the presidents. If we talking about it, then you know we speaking relevance. Giving you the facts, that's the only way to represent Connecticut. You just gotta tap in, like, share, and subscribe. Steve J and Adam May, official, we going live. Just another episode, a visual for your eyes. News, life, and beyond, officially in its prime. News, life, and beyond. 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 News, life, and beyond.
News, life, and beyond. Steve J.
Adam A.
Yes, and right now we're going to talk about another subject that everybody's talking about right now. These ICE people killing people from trying to run them over.
Being mean, dragging them out of cars. Yeah, I did.
Did you see that video? What do you think about that?
I hate it.
You hate it?
Yo, listen, do you really think she was trying to run him over?
No. I think she was just trying to get the fuck out of there.
Right, it made me scared. Because they're
if
acting fucking crazy.
you got guys running at you with guns.
Yeah,
that's
being
pretty
scared. He didn't
scary.
look like he was in harm's way. He got out of the way just fine. He got out of his way enough to pull his gun and shoot her twice.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he shot how many times? One or twice, I think.
I didn't really read the whole thing or look in all the videos because there was so many videos and so many different opinions going on. You know, everybody's got an opinion these days, so
they're like assholes.
Yeah, definitely. So all the different videos, all the different angles that that they took, and it's like with so much of mistrust in media these days, AI, fucking everything that's going on, it's hard to believe anything without actually really looking into it. And you got the Democrat Republican thing that everything has to do with politics and shit now.
I think they should just kiss.
It's crazy. So I didn't really look at the whole thing, but from what I seen, it looked like she was scared and just tried to get out of their way. Probably not even thinking that it was even for her until they started trying to get inside the car and all that.
I heard that she was trying to block them or something like that, to that effect, that she was blocking the road so they couldn't get by because they were doing something.
Yeah.
Right now.
So they weren't trying to deport her?
No.
I thought it was somebody that they were trying to get.
She was blocking the view. The roads are real icy and snow. Mm-hmm. So she was blocking the road. I didn't get the reason why, but I think it was because they were trying to get by and get somebody.
Yeah.
But so when they were fucking with her, she just tried to leave. And he blasted on her. You know what I'm saying? But check this out. How would you feel being a minority, black, Puerto Rican, you're not Mexican, but, you know what I'm saying? What's that make you feel like? And on top of it, first is the black people being killed and harassed, enslaved, and now this guy, Donald Trump, got people trying to kill the Mexicans, slave them because they put them in camps. They're not Jewish, and they're human beings.
It's hard these days to not look at anything racial. You know what I mean? Like with all that shit going on with ICE and them trying to get, pretty much it's just like the stop and frisk thing from back in the 80s, where, they were just going around and any minority, they have a reason to frisk you.
We got frisked a lot.
And too much. So,
I almost turned gay from
so it's kind of, so now it's kind of like the opposite on the spectrum where, if you look like if you're fucking Mexican or Venezuelan or Ecuadorian or whatever it is, they're going to pull you over and fuck with you or, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like scary for, even a citizen.
Yeah, and that's what they're doing though.
To go out of their house these days, what I mean, without having to worry about not coming home. And ending up in Ecuador or somewhere, and now you got to figure out how to get back to your family.
You're a citizen.
Prove yourself, and after you're already over there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, look at that other guy that they deported him, saying that he was a gang member and all that kind of stuff, and then they brought him back, and then they still didn't want to let him go.
Now listen, hear me out. They can find anybody. They found fucking Saddam Hussein, right? So why the fuck can't they get together, everybody, figure out where them people are that they really want to get out of the country. The big drug dealers, the big gang members that got murdered. So why are they harassing people?
Yeah, they're doing that, but they're doing above and beyond.
Unnecessary shit.
They're doing above and beyond that. They're not just worried about cartel members and people that are running these big gangs and all that. They want to take everybody out. Trump doesn't care if you got some brown skin and he can find a reason to get your ass out of here. You're out of here.
Did you see the video about?
Well, unless you're putting some money in his pockets.
Right. Did you see the video about the ICE guys eating in a Mexican restaurant?
No.
And the owner came into the restaurant and said, "Yo, you guys gotta get the fuck out of my restaurant. You're outside harassing my patrons. Get the fuck out of here."
Really?
Yeah?
No, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, look that shit up.
Where that at?
Look it up.
Yeah.
It happened.
Families and workers. Don't worry about what your wife's doing, cabrones. Get out of my... No, you don't come in here like that. This is my store. You hear me? You don't get to scare my people while they eat. No, you're just cowards. Preying on families and workers. Don't worry about what your wife's doing, cabrones. Get out of my... No, you don't come in here like that. This is my store.
Yeah.
It happened.
Where'd you see it though?
On the news.
On the news.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you seen it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Or something.
No, I seen that on TikTok news because they got news channels.
Yeah.
And that's how I seen like 10 different views of that lady getting shot.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think she was out to run them over. She was scared.
Yeah.
People do shit when they scared.
True.
I could see if she ran him over, he fell over, and then one of his boys popped her. That may be a little different, but still, to take that kind of force to kill somebody for what?
I mean, they were out of the way, so
Yeah.
there was really no safety.
He was out of the way and was probably 3 feet back.
There was no threat, you know what I mean? They couldn't have did that. Yeah.
You got an SUV. You got to be like to the window.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they...
Oh, yeah.
You are criminals! You're criminals! What the What the What the actual You are insane!
Somebody's daughter, mother, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What do you guys think about that? If it was your mother or your daughter or somebody like that, would you feel differently about it? Do you think they were right? Do you think they were wrong? Let us know. Put a comment down there. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share too. Let everybody know what's going on.
I don't want to be done with this subject.
Well,
then there's more, Like they're going around lacing people for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of my way. Yeah, you didn't see that video?
no.
Yeah. Shooting fucking tear gas, bullets at them, all kinds of shit.
Just random people.
Well, they're protesting.
Oh, the protesters.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The protesters
yeah.
and fucking holding up umbrellas so they don't get maced and slamming them for no reason.
Immigration agents clash with protesters amid ongoing ICE raids.
I can't breathe.
A cloud of white gas forcing protesters to flee outside a federal building in Minneapolis.
Stay off federal property or you will be arrested.
Amidst the violence, President Trump now threatening to invoke the Insurrection Act, which would give the president the power to deploy U.S. military forces in Minnesota. Generally, the use of federal troops on U.S. soil is prohibited.
So with the protests, protesting is a big thing. It seems to be getting bigger and bigger as the years go by, where it seems like every other day there's a protest about something. You know what I mean? But I always wonder about these protests. Do they do anything? Besides get a lot of people arrested and hurt and frustrated and aggravated and all that. Has there ever been anything that came out of a protest that was worth protesting.
Everybody dies. Usually it goes to jail.
It's crazy.
Makes the town a lot of money.
Which makes you wonder, like, protests, it's supposed to be freedom of speech. So why are people getting tear gassed for speaking their opinion?
For nothing. Right.
And why are people getting arrested for speaking their opinion? I mean,
I can see they turn violent.
Granted, they have rules and stuff and that people break, so they go a little overboard and get arrested, but throwing shit at cops and all that other kind of stuff. Those I can understand why they would get arrested and you would whatever happened, get beat up. You deserve to get beat up if you do some stupid shit like that. But the people that aren't doing nothing but holding up signs are also facing backlash behind all that shit. And they'll justify it by saying, these protesters are rowdy or, whatever. It's like, a lot of the times they're provoking the protesters too by throwing the smoke grenades,
rubber
bullets, and you know what I mean, and pushing them.
Yeah, nobody want to get their hand. Someone put their hands on it.
Yeah.
Regardless, it should go both ways.
Yeah. Speaking of protests, I have a story for you guys. Back when I was young, I used to live in New London by the Fort Trumbull area. And when I was younger, we used to have protests over there because it was a underwater sound lab that I used to live right across the street from. And they used to do like a lot of research and development for the Navy and like submarines and all that shit. So there was this one time where I had to have been like maybe like 8, 9 years old or whatever. 8, 9 years old. And they had some kind of big meeting there where a lot of people from this research department were getting bussed in to the facility to have some kind of meeting for producing weapons and all that shit for the wars and stuff, because back then at those ages, that was back in like the hippie days where they had all the Vietnam protests and all that other shit going on, with all the hippies passing out the buttons and with the smiley faces and the peace signs and all that type shit. So they had a thing going on where they were having a big meeting, so they had a protest and a picket line right on the side of my house. So I got to watch the whole situation go down with all the buses, getting bussed in, and the protesters where they had picket lines on both sides of the street where they had cops from New London, Norwich, Groton, Waterford, deep, like good 200-300 cops lined up on the whole street with the canine dogs and all that shit, and on the other side, KKK members with shotguns and hoods on and everything, and then on the other side, the protesters and shit, all the hippies and stuff passing out the buttons and, jumping in front of the buses so that the buses can't get through, with the police, pulling them out of the street and arresting them, taking them to the police station and shit like that. My friend next door, his family, the Gomez's, shout out to Jamie and Toe, their family used to live right next door, and he had an uncle. His uncle's name was Everett, and all he wanted to do was go to the package store that day. So he comes out of his house, right? Picket line's right in front of his house or whatever. So he goes across the picket line to walk across the street so that he could go to the package store. They arrested his ass. They thought he was a protester and should arrest his ass, which was so crazy.
Did he get out of it?
Get out of what? Out of jail? Yeah, they wanted him out of jail later on, but it's just amazing that you gotta walk out of your house and
get bagged.
But that was such a crazy time, seeing KKK right outside your house with fucking hoods on and shotguns and shit right across from the police and everything. You know what I mean? And police allows that shit to go on.
That shit happened if you was black and doing that shit.
It was some crazy shit. And then they had all the protesters and shit passing out the buttons and shit, for peace symbols and that type shit. Some wild shit. They had a lot of wild stories like that.
Told me your age.
Huh? Keep coming back because you're gonna hear more of those stories as we go along.
News Life and Beyond.
Yeah. Speaking of which, where'd you get that shirt from?
Some clothing line. I thought we didn't tell them. Thought we weren't telling them yet.
Well, that's what I was asking you.
I couldn't tell them.
Did you want to tell them where you got that
No,
from?
not yet. That one hang a little bit longer. Look, you get
Did you
that
see that
one.
one?
That shit's nice. Where can I get one?
Look at that.
Shit. You see the tag?
That's dope. That's dope. We're gonna let you guys know soon where we're getting it all from. You get yours too.
And much more.
All kinds of custom stuff. You can put your
I was
logo
gonna
on
say
it.
that we do. They do custom stuff.
You can get your logo put on it. You can get anything on it you want to put on it.
Yeah, I told you could even make your. Never mind.
Never mind why.
I was gonna say make their grandma some thongs, but I was like, nah.
Thongs?
Yeah.
Shit, we can make your grandmother a pair of thongs if you want. But
I've sold a couple pairs already
Really? With the logo on it?
from that new company.
What's
So
the name
they
of it?
say they do anything.
What's the name of it?
I don't know.
You don't know? Still don't want to tell them?
No.
Ah, Jesus. Alright, we'll tell
Wait
you.
for the
one
next video and then we'll tell
We'll
you.
tell you one day. Make sure you come back, like, subscribe, share it to everybody. News, Life, and Beyond.
Peace.
Peace.
News, life, and beyond. Still here, still repping it. No politics, but we out to get the presidents. If we talking about it, then you know we speaking relevance. Giving you the facts, that's the only way to represent Connecticut. You just gotta tap in, like, share, and subscribe. CJ and Adam May, official, we going live. Just another episode, a visual for your eyes. News, life, and beyond, officially in its prime. News, life, and beyond. News, life, and beyond. News, life, and beyond. News, life, and beyond. News, life, and beyond.